Steven, bro, I guess it's not really only just trend, but I would love you to do like go into like, dude, because you know what happened to Larry Wheels? Have you seen that whole situation? I'm not sure if it was trend, but just like steroids in general. That dude, like, even though I really look up to him, bro, I use his raps, and that shit was heavy motivation when we were in school. But like, dude, he turned into like a freak, bro. He was like texting girls, I want you to like make out with another dude and make me watch. It was like freak shit. Like, I know like porn probably has something to do with that, but like for some reason steroids turn dudes into fucking weirdos. At least trend does. Some people like just want dudes, or it just gets fucking weird, bro. I don't even know what the hell to say. Some people fall into like a trap of OnlyFans, but I mean that's probably a lot of dudes just normal like without steroids. But Jesus fuck, bro, it turns dudes into weirdos. What else do I want you to go into? I also kind of want to know, maybe not a video about it, but based on like, because you know you more than anybody, right? You know your mental stuff, and you know your mental health and shit like that. If you were doing a bodybuilding comp, would you do trend or would you stay far, far away from it because of who you are as a person? If that shit was amplified, that would probably be not a good thing. Because I know I have that same struggle. Like, I get frustrated just normal, bro. I'm only on creatine. I couldn't even imagine if I touched something like that, bro. I'd be smashing shit. I have like intense, like emotional, like I get emotionally hijacked a lot, dude. Like, dude, holy shit. Yeah. My whole motto, or my whole way of lifting is because of, like, physical just, like, pain, bro. It's just, like, constant lift, okay? I lift, and then I get a little bored, or I get a little complacent, find this girl I like, and then it just goes to shit, and then I have more motivation, and I'm strong but sad. It's like a fucking monstrous cycle of fucking shit, dude. But yeah, dude, let me know about that.
Currently in the Applebee's right now. Should no change of scenery, but I think their line of being drawn natural, just for like an example, is like people on TRT are natural. Oh yeah. Even if their testosterone levels would be the same as someone could be naturally. But to answer your other question too, I don't think I could be on steroids, at least not with my mental state. Just like you, Darwin, we're two peas in a pod in that aspect. I'd have to figure out some shit out before I would need, if I go on a cycle, I would need to be not only get my blood marks done, but also go to like therapy at the same time as well. Get doctors' opinions on everything I'm doing, and like not ignore the mental health, because I would go insane. I'd be so insecure. I'd be so paranoid. I'd be losing my shit. But it'll be okay, because that would be jacked.
Dude. We always were two peas in a pod, bro. Just because we react the same to steroids doesn't change that fact. We already knew that, dude. Hell yeah. Did you explain why you think that is? Is it because they're like injecting that in themselves and that it's not naturally supposed to be in your body? Because there's like, some people claim that shit. I mean, a lot of people lie though, right? I mean, you probably heard of that. Oh my God, what was that damn 17-year-old who like would like use a slingshot to bench 900? She was pathetic, but he was like, "Oh, Maddie, bro, I just been bulking," and then he fucking had a like heart attack almost, and they're like, "You liar." Sorry, I'm making a shake right now, bro. Getting that shit up. But yeah, dude, like, the fuck kind of lies is that shit? My opinion on that? Fuck, dude, I don't know. That's why I asked about yours, because I don't really know what constitutes what, you know? Some people lie for fame. Some people lie to kids on purpose because like, it's such an easy thing to to just do. Like, you could just lie all day, and then, like, some people think they can get your results. They'll subscribe to your channel. They'll buy your merch, and it's just a business. I mean, yeah, the fitness, that's why I'm glad you have that channel, bro. I don't want you to ever stop making vids, because I really appreciate it. It's like me getting to be able to see you and shit. But it's like a lot of people just like make this shit a business, and I don't think it should be, bro. It should be just like doing shit to make you better and stuff, and to become better each day, right? But yeah, man, shit. That's what I think. But dude, you know what I thought about too, bro? I miss my old pals, bro. I miss you, dude, and shit. I want to be able to hang out with you again. So hopefully we can sometime soon and shit. That would be freaking nice. Yeah, man. But hell yeah.
My psychologist shit. Why is Larry Wheels the way he is? Why is he a goddamn cuck? It's because of his increased libido from fucking trenbolone. And a lot of other things. Let's get into it. So, in my trend video, I said that obviously trend increases libido like fucking crazy. And in itself, this may not be an issue. But when you get into the details, it becomes an issue really fast. What happens with an increased libido? More urges to do sexual things. And when people act on these sexual things, what happens? Our brain wants always new novelty. So you have an increased urge to do some stuff, and your brain's craving this novelty. So the urge makes you do this stuff, and your brain wanting new stuff makes you keep wanting to do new stuff, new nasty kinky shit. And we also talked about in the trend video that when you take trend, your brain, psychological issues tenfold that bitch. They go up tenfold. There's no stopping it. So deep down, maybe in Larry Wheel's brain or something, there's something causing that cuckness in there. I don't know what causes being a cuck. Maybe we're just speculating now. Maybe he wants his girl to get fucked by another guy because he feels inadequate. I'm not saying that is or not. Maybe there's 100 different reasons, but there's just an example. So why is Larry Wheels a cuck? He doesn't even take trend. I watched in his video, but that trend fucks him up like really bad, so he doesn't do it. But from years of fucking steroid abuse, that's why, mixed with the pressure of being a famous person with a lot of money, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, no, it's not good. Not looking good for Wheels, man. Well, I'll catch you later.
Another real question, Steven. With all that, right? It happens to a lot of guys. A lot of guys become weird as shit. I saw his latest video. It's not his latest video, but there's like a dude who like does videos on him, and he was like flirting with this like transgender looking. I don't even know, bro. It was just like, it was weird. He's like, I'm gonna get you later on tonight. I'm like, oh hell nah. But anyway, with all that happens, okay? You want PRs in the gym, and you're gonna compete, okay? All those things. You want PRs in the gym. You're gonna do a meet, whether that be bodybuilding, powerlifting. But tren or any steroid is going to fuck you up in that sense, and you risk having freak-ass shit happen to you. And you know how we've had, dude, ever since we first met, bro, we've been doing MDF battles. Is the risk-to-reward ratio worth it? Give me that one, Steven.
So we're talking MDF. Okay. For this one is hard to talk about because there's literally no evidence, research on this shit. This is purely anecdotal, which we both know because we both done this, and it's kind of hard not to say if it's worth it or not, because it's a crazy thing. How much of this are you going to put on the MDF, and how much of this are you going to put on to like normal occurrences that happens in your everyday life? The reason where I'm going with that is, like, when I was on my longest streak of MDF in high school, I felt like a literal god. Like it was insane. And how much of that was the MDF, and how much of that was the situation of like life that I was going through at the time, of like, I don't know, all this stuff that was happening. Was it that, or was it the MDF? And then coincidentally, whenever that MDF streak ended, Didn't feel so good no more. Does it make any sense? Placebo effect? I don't know. But what's going on here? What's going on? MDF is a real fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know if you wanted, if you do want to call it the placebo. It's a fucking good one. Fuck. I don't know what makes you feel so different, because scientifically, this shit don't make no sense. You're fucking not doing nothing and it's making you feel better. The only explanation I could think of that I'm thinking of right now is like, let me put this sentence down. That didn't help. The only thing I could think of is like, okay, recently I've been going through this quitting drinking thing, and it gives you a similar feeling to this MDF. So maybe you could just boil it down to like, I don't want to say addiction, but for lack of a better word, let's go with that. But what I'm going to explain is, I don't know what you call it. Say when you're drinking, or like, what tends to happen, I've been noticing at least, is, okay, you're looking forward to the next drink. That's kind of your high right there. So, but if you cut that out, you're not getting these highs anymore, and you're not getting these lows. And the lows would be like the shit without it or something. You're not getting these lows. Life becomes a lot more steady. And so what does that mean? That means you feel better most of the time, because most of it's going like this. So then it's kind of like you're kind of always at your high, if that makes any sense. And then you could boil down the MDF to like this. Like, say if you're doing that, if you're not doing MDF, then you're going like, you're spiking that shit, like, oh, you're high right here, and then maybe literally the second after, like, fuck, why the fuck did I just do that? You're low again, you're low. I don't know, fucks with your head, I guess, fucks with your confidence, fucks with your, I don't even want to say it's the confidence. It just fucks with your head. It just like, you're like, okay, the next day you're not gonna feel as good for whatever reason. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, damn it, failed. Now I feel like shit. And it's not, I don't know. It's not like, I wouldn't even say boil it down to guilt either. It's just like something like that. It's not guilt. It's just like, since you did it, you're like, yeah, you're fucking with your highs and your lows, and your brain chemistry's all off, is my explanation.
No, you're dead on, dude. Like, it is a fucking with your highs and lows, but and I kind of proved myself right. I don't want to. I'll say prove myself right, because I don't like masturbation as a whole. I always known it's fake and it's trash. I mean, I don't care if it's porn or not. It's still fake. That being said, dude, I kind of proved myself right in the sense that I met that one girl, right? Even though it didn't work out. We had sex. I felt no crash. It was just like two humans. Because I think of sex, and I told her this, I think of sex as like more than just an action. It's more of a trading soul. You're trading your soul with that girl, because you're physically going into her. So like, you're kind of trading that energy through. I know it sounds like crazy spiritual, but you're trading the energies, hers with yours, and hers with yours, and yours with hers and stuff like that. And it's like a beautiful thing. You think about it a lot. You get a cuddle after. It's cute. There's no crash. You can go back to work, go back to the gym, and you're training just as hard. All that, right? Now, that being said, last time I did that was about 2 weeks ago. Since then, I've had like urges come up, and where I try to do it, or I try to like, let's see if I can, and then I think about like how good like just the intimacy and like holding that girl was, because there's more than just intimacy. That lasts like 5 minutes or longer, but that doesn't matter. Sex is still just temporary, whereas you're with that girl, you want to accept her for who she is, and you want to be able to love her outside of just sex. That being said, dude, what you got right here is your tick in your hand. That's really what you have. And you're doing it, and you're like, holy shit, I'm like so numbed out now. And it's a good thing because my lifts have been better. Probably because I'm like hurt and like sad that it didn't work out. But also just like I have the extra test boost, so that's good. But like the urges I do get, and I try to, they're cooked, they're just done. It's not the same at all. It just feels like a waste. And what it is, you're addicted to the high, is exactly what you said. But it's a false high. You get done with that shit, right? And there's trapped so many men. You get done with that shit. Let's make sure I'm still recording. You get done with that shit, and you don't even feel the high in your life anymore. That's what MDF does. I mean, like you could just, I got a bonus, or I got coined, or I did this at work, or I passed an exam. You're not going to care about that because you just jacked off. You got an excessive fake dopamine spike. But it's fake, and that's why you feel bad afterward, because you're like, oh my god, I'm fucking this girl, or you're just nasty as fuck and you watch two people do it, and that's ugh. And you feel even worse after. You're like, after you finish, you're like, nah, that the semen didn't go anywhere except to maybe on the shower floor or in the trash can or fucking on your table, and you gotta clean it up. Like, it didn't go anywhere. There's no energy traded. You just wasted your fucking time. You falsified your brain thinking you got all these, you got your high sexual selection out there just doing it to every girl. That's why this addiction occurs again and again and again. Your brain wants more and more and more because your brain doesn't want some freak shit like Larry Wheels. It wants to be able to get as many girls pregnant as possible because that's what biology is. You try to survival of the fittest, and if you're fit and you're like having sex a lot, like then your body's like, oh hell yeah, we're doing good in life. It's falsified. Sometimes you got to accept the rage, accept the anger, accept all the damn disappointment of not having a partner, so that way you'll fight harder in the gym, in life, in your job, in relationships, in order to be the best partner you can be. I don't think I could have been able to handle the bullshit that girl threw at me if I wasn't doing it, because I was on that for like a month. And
oh my god, it's nighttime, you can't see anything, but I'm here. But back to what we're talking about. That might have been the best well-spoken video I've ever heard you say, Darwin. Made a lot of sense in ways I can't even comprehend to put into words my own self. And it is crazy that you believe in soul ties, because I've never met another soul who believed in soul ties. Weird, I just said that word a bunch, soul. But yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if we maybe even talked about that in high school. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm a believer.
honestly, Steven, not at all. I'm gonna be honest, buddy. High school, we never talked about nothing like that. Why? Because high school was just too, I don't know how to say it, bro. It's just too kiddish. Sure, we're teenagers, sometime, maybe even 18 or 19. Well, yeah, some people are. But it's really kiddish, dude, in the sense that nobody really knows what the hell's going on. How could I have even talked to, like, I don't know, how could that even have been brought up? All I did was lost my virginity to Catherine. That's it. The soul tie thing just kind of, I don't know. Ever since joining, dude, and like ever since being like me and you being apart, bro, it's like we're both getting different aspects of life getting thrown at us. Because it's not just like, oh gosh, it's a weird thing, man. It's like, it's not just like high school, like girls, you know, that's what we had to deal with. Snapchatters, bullshitters. Maybe it's the same in college. But like, there's kind of like just normal ass girls out here and stuff. And, you know, you just go talk to them and shit. It's cool. No, dude, I'm glad you agree on that shit, bro. I feel like we never really talked deep. Let's back to the high school stuff. Nah, we never talked deep at all to each other. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Why is that? We just didn't really know each other like that, bro. It wasn't really. So I'm looking at my plan. It wasn't really something we thought about. Honestly, nah. Let me see. It wasn't really something we like thought about much, dude. Because like we were kind of new friends, which is cool, But like when you're new friends, like, you know, I was just trying to do my best, trying to like be cool to people, and it was more of like a pre-workout thing, bro. That's what it was. Like, oh, here's my pre. You want to try some crazy ass pre? And that's what made us close. But as a friendship moves further along and is more, I guess, mature and serious in a sense. Like, you know, I'm not gonna just say that to everybody. You know, some people leave, and that's fine. But then I don't really need to say much of opinions that I have. But I mean, it's not even opinions that I have, bro. It's more like just the fact that dude, freaking, I don't know how do I say this, dude? It's like, it's more to the fact that I, as a person, bro, just, I've grown so much, and you have to talk to people, and I was kind of like a closed off person, right? I was quiet and shit. And, you know, like, I was the pre-guy, and, like, I relied on my family a lot, and which was cool, right? But get out in the real world, and you start to realize that, shit, it's like, it has to matter. Love has to matter. Sex is temporary, dude. I've heard guys say, well, I could do it like 5 or 6 times for 2 hours. Okay, sure. You know, whatever you want to call that. And it is cool, right? Me and that girl did it, and then I freaking fingered her. It was fine. Like, it's about making both people happy, but the key isn't that. The key, let me say this, bro. But anyway, Steven, the key, that's not the key. Like, that is still temporary. It's got to be done. It's got to matter. And that's why I was like, I tried to harp on that, dude. Like, that girl has to matter, bro. Like, it has to be that way, you know? Because I guess it's a little intense. I'm a very intense person. I've been told this, I guess, you know? Like, very intense, very serious about what I do. And a very, I used to always, people say, like, I'm intense, okay? And it makes me think maybe I'm like an all or nothing type of person, right? 100% relationship or I'm giving you nothing. But I guess you make different calls, and you make different exceptions for, like, yeah. And when it comes to relationship-wise, bro, it's like, I'll make that exception, right? I'm not going to be 100% or nothing all the time, you know? But I do want that relationship with you, and that's why it didn't work out, because she wasn't ready. Okay? And, which is fine. We don't need to put no label, right? That's not what we need. But, like, if you're putting up a wall to where we're not even going to be together, but you're still going to want the hangouts with me and stuff, like, it can't be like that. You know, your presence has to be purposeful. It has to be, I don't want to say paid for, but it has to have a little bit more, like, with it, right? I'm never, like, was a small talker. She said that too. Like, a lot of them say that. It's just like, there's no purpose in just, hey, how was work? How was school? How was this? It's like, that's not true. Like, you can do that later on, but first, learn about the person, care about them, take care of them. I've always wanted to be that's why I lift, dude. That's the whole, let's just bring this fucking shit full circle, okay? That's the reason why I lift, bro. The protector side, right? You know, a lot of people try to say that too. She even said, well, what if you're in a fight? Well, if there's a fight, well, I'm just gonna shoot him. Like, obviously, like, we don't gotta, they try to, like, bring you down. Oh, you're strong, that's all you are. I could just shoot you in the face. I could just beat you up, bro. A fighter would kick your ass. Well, now he's gone down, so what then? It's just like stupid aspect, bro. But the protector side, right? It's more than just being strong, right? It's the caring side. Like, what do you want out of a relationship? I kind of want to ask you, what do you want out of a relationship, Steven? That's the true purpose. Like, what do you want? You know, I would love to hear your thoughts on that, Steven. Like, what do you want out of a relationship when you find that right girl? Because for me, and it's always been, it hasn't worked out, I want to be able, because, like, you care about them. Like, dude, guys and girls, if you're gay or whatever, okay, but we're not, so we're not going to go there. Guys and girls were made for each other, okay? And it's a beautiful thing. It's art. And for what I want to do, it's not sex. You know, Sometimes, sure, whatever. Obviously, I'm a man. That's what I want. I want to be able to like make somebody happy, right? I want to be able to take their stress and pick that shit up and lift it off them, so that way they could live a better life. That's what I tried to do with this one, but she chose the harder route, the shittier lifestyle, because it's easy, it's less vulnerable. It doesn't require her to take accountability for what she wants in life, so that's why that didn't work out. But yeah, that's what I want to do, man. Something purposeful, something loving, something caring. I just want her to be able to like do her work in life, and I'll be able to like, I got the stress, I'll handle it, babe, I got you. Be able to that's what my favorite thing. That's the funny thing. That's what proved to me that everything I've thought about and manifested is true. It is a soul connection, because the most beautiful thing I even told her this. It wasn't the sex. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't at all. It wasn't me pleasuring her. It was any of that. Well, my favorite thing was lights were off. We were going to sleep. It's a shitty ass twin bed. We didn't sleep together the whole time. But my favorite thing was we were laying there, lights off. She was starting to fall asleep, and I would just kiss her head or her back or something, just showing that she's protected, that I'm there, right? And it's the most beautiful thing. And when she's like, "You should go to your room because you need to get sleep." Okay, fine, right? I didn't want to. I was like, I don't want to leave. She's like, "Oh, whatever, no pal." But the last thing, beautiful thing, get out of the bed, right? Get dressed, whatever. And then I just turn off the light. I pack my stuff up, turn off the light, and then I kiss her one more time. Right on the forehead. That is the most beautiful shit I've ever fucking felt in my life, dude. It's the reason why I fucking keep going in life. Is like the purpose, like the fucking drive. Like the whole time, it's been a crossroads for lifting. Okay, you either have, for me, the path of anger and anguish and fucking pain, because you lose every fucking time, and every time you see your goddamn face, you just want to fucking, you're disappointed in how it ended, so you lift heavy shit. And I've gotten strong as fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm about to surpass my old self, and it's great. But like, the reason I'll keep it, and the reason I want to do it more, and hopefully I can get it right soon, is because I could transform that into actual protection. Into, now I'm trying to take care of her and fucking take this stress off of her, right? And like, oh my God, I could manifest the Eddie Hall mentality into, I could use her image, because, you see her every day as a girl, and I could close my eyes, imagine the bad shit, whatever, which I'm very good at visualization, and I could just lift. And I don't know how much that'll be compared to like the anguish strength, whatever. I don't know how much I can manifest out of me, or I can pull out of me in that aspect, but here's what we're gonna have to see. Just gotta keep going, right? And yeah, man, I don't know why I keep yapping, but time for you to know the real Darwin. You need to know that.
Honored to hear this real Darwin. That's kind of why I told you about like a little bit of my drinking problem too, to hear the real Steven. That shit can't be hidden. But nah, it was a good talk. There's a lot to unpack there. Like, I like this protector thing that fucking you talk about. Like, in my personal experience, the way I like that too, man. I like that too. But I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of girls don't reciprocate with that. And what they do reciprocate with, what I find most of the time, is being the funny guy. That's what I could pull off. Like, I can't pull off this like strong, masculine, fucking stereotypical Darwin. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, but that's kind of my way of showing a caring. Like, if my love language is kind of like making people laugh, specifically the female gender, because you don't try as hard as making guys laugh. Like, no, you're not going to. But like, my favorite part of work, whenever this one girl used to work with me, was my favorite part was making her laugh. Like, hearing her laugh, it would make my day. And so yeah, and I was pretty good at it, obviously, because our humors got along, because we were friends like that. even had Valentine's Day together, but that's a separate conversation for another day. And then, I don't know what you think about this. I've heard a quote one time before saying the purest form of love is like that fatherly love and that motherly love. Let me explain. Like, you could love your girlfriend, how like in that fatherly way, like protecting. And then for the women's side, the women could love her husband in that like nurturing side. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that too well, but it's a pretty good one in my opinion. And what else? Oh, cut it there for now, I guess.
Yeah, Steven, I think you're 100% right on that, man. Not all girls reciprocate, but I mean, it's not really all girls you need, man. It's like, we're only one human, right? We're only one man, right? You just need that perfect, nobody's perfect. I won't say perfect one, but we need the one that fits us best, right? I don't really know where you're going with that one girl, but I mean, yeah, shit, it doesn't work all the time, at least for my case. And I'm not saying it needs to be like that for everybody. Like, that's just some shit I'm good at. That's I was just trying to say that that's why I lift, is because of that, and that's how I got so good at it and shit. And I'm not much of a funny person, bro. And I'm always like, I'm very, like, I guess, like people say, intense and shit. Because I, like, try to look at shit purposefully and want to do cool stuff. I mean, not to say I won't make her laugh, but I feel like the laughing or the jokes I'll make is after we get to know each other. And from there on, yeah. But, yeah, no, for sure. I think, you gotta give me the lore on this girl you used to work with, because shit, bro, that could of course I care about it, bro, because you care about it, but I wonder if is it like one of those things where, I don't want to say right person, wrong time, but did it work out? Because I know you said you worked with her. Now it's like past tense. Like, did everything go all right, or did she kind of like disappear? Like, kind of like the girls that I've like talked to and shit. Like, you think it's great, you're doing the best you can, which is a great thing. I mean, that's how you want to carry every relationship. That's how you want to carry every single like potential relationship. You want to make sure that you leave no doors open. And what I mean by that is, like, you just want to be able to look back and be like, nah, it's all your fault, it didn't work, you know? That's what I like to say. But I wonder, did it work out for you, Steven? Are you still talking to that girl, or is she, like, disappeared because, you know, just trying to push you to, I guess, in a way, like, if not, it'll be a way to push you to the right person, I'd say, right? I'd say that.
It's a crazy reason to work out. Crazy motivation, honestly. Definitely one of the most unique motivations for lifting, in my opinion. And no one else can say they're doing that. But also, Darwin, you can't box yourself in. You're not just this intense guy. Why can't you be both? Why can't you be this intense guy and this soft guy? Why can't you be this big buff bodybuilder holding a puppy? This big strong motherfucker who likes to eat ice cream with his girlfriend on the weekends or something. I don't know. A lot of guys think this way. I think, oh, I'm this. Oh, there's so much more. And they don't even realize they could be exploring their soft side like that. They think, and with like me too, I guess, like, I don't know. To tell you about this Zoe story. Zoe is her name. We're just dropping names like I'm all fucking stupid and shit. So we're working together basically, and it's a really bad mindset, Darwin. But I like to fuck with my own head. I like to tell myself, oh, this is literally the woman of my dreams and shit like that. Literally go all dramatic and shit. But then, yeah, it doesn't work out. Actually, I don't want to tell the story. I need to think about it some more. And then, but you're right, it's just build into that right one. So what I'm trying to tell you, Darwin, I know this video is all over the place, I'm a little caffeinated out right now, is don't box yourself into this fucking intense guy archetype. I had one more thought too, but fuck me, man, I forgot it. It's because my thoughts are racing right now. Fuck, here's a good one. I'll let you know if I think of it. Some advice that was given to me too, I think this was the last thought I was thinking about, is just be a normal motherfucker, Darwin. They can't handle the intenseness right now. You were talking about like, something like that they can't handle it right now. But that's true. Like, you can't go on all intense on people right away. Like you said, you gotta build that shit. Because you're talking about like how you'll small talk after or something. That's what I'm trying to relate it to. And then like you gotta build that shit, Darwin. You'll freak people out if you're too intense right away. That's happened to me before. I've been too intense, and then the advice I got was from someone was just be a normal person. They're just a girl, Darwin. Can't be all intense. Can't freak them out. It's okay not to be intense right away. It's okay to let that, like, maybe honestly first get the label on that situation first. Maybe box her in right away. Oh, cuff her is what I'm saying. Then you could be all intense. But before that, don't do it. It won't work out, in my experience.
You know, Steven, I think you're right, dude. I think you are. I try not to. I hope it didn't come off, though. I try not to box myself into that tough guy shit, because it's like, you're right, bro. That's not how we are, right? I think the main thing, dude, is I just want to be able to show the soft side. But I guess there should be no rules, right? That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. Because I want to be able to show the soft side, right? Because that's a beautiful thing, right? It's beautiful. It's like literally art, man. It's like showing you're different than what everybody else thinks you are. That's a beautiful thing, man. Trust me, dude. Oh, yeah. I just, I hope it doesn't. I mean, I don't know if she's right about the intensity. I guess it is true. I just know what I want. I think that's what it came out to be fully. The small talk, I mean, it's fine, but I think what did it, dude, was because I told her, like, I have a purpose for everything, and I think that's one thing. She's like, what the hell? There's not a purpose for everything, you know? You could just do stuff to do stuff. I'm like, nah, there's always a purpose for stuff. That's what I told her, because she's like, do you like drinking? Do you like this? I'm like, nah, because I like pre-workout. What does the pre-workout do? It helps me lift and gets me the physique I want. It makes me push harder, which in turn gives me the physique I want. And she's like, that sounds so crazy, bro. I don't understand how you do stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. I like purpose in what I do. And I guess that's the intensity. And like, I guess maybe it came off bad because maybe she thinks that, oh, well, I need a relationship with you. Like, but I changed my mind and stuff. I was like, I want it to be slow, but I also want there to be, you know, at least something. You know, I don't know. I suck at this, Steven. You know, I'm not that good at it. But shit, I just want to be able to put that label on it. I want it to at least go to that label, right? I know it's not black and white all the time. Sometimes it's hard. There's emotions. I wish you'd tell me the Zoe story, goddamn you. There's always some stuff you have to go overlook or you have to accept for what they are, and sometimes you'll go without talking. You won't know why, and you'll have to figure that out and see what's going on, and just try not to I try to distinguish myself from a good leader who cares about his girl to like too much of a simp. I don't want that to happen. I kind of want to break that line. Or the friend zone. Ugh. Because, dude, I've dealt with that shit too many times, bro. Friend zones. Where they're getting the same energy that you'd give to a partner, but they're getting it through a friend. I can't have that, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that? Plus, I need the Zoe story, bro.